Hey, Clark 36. So third time's a charm. So game's over. The big push was here with that stack of 71 units. But the first round purchases probably were off for two transports and a aircraft carrier. And then the bonuses for the British, just a little too much. So, and then here was, I consider submarines, just base submarines, to be super powered. Now, I am no expert, but this looks fantastic. Between the combo of the main source in Caroline and then this uppercut, and just, of course, allows the Japanese have to stay. Even in, even that Russian stuff just is not able to compensate for what should be, turn 4, turn 5 up against the Russian, these mountains, and they're not threatening India. And then instead of releasing the tension of a victory down here in the South Pacific, or releasing the tension, I mean, we didn't attack 97 until last turn, so these ships, though active and alive, were fairly useless. And then just we built up slowly over here and we're able to go into there. So anyways, and Russia was pretty solid. Just the only thing I did different was that first turn, instead of buying men, I bought the 3 planes, no, the bombers. And the heavy bombers actually came in handy, taking out the German fleet up there. So anyways, just a great game, a lot of fun, a lot of little things, but we are going back to basics. The only thing we are going to add this game is the technology, because we have a pretty firm belief that G40 without technology is a 1940 game, not a Axis and Allies game. So I will be back shortly with turn 1 for the Russians. I'm not going to set up the Germans. My grandkids are down, and but I'm going to do Russia so that he can do Japan. Although I've already told him that I'm not doing much. I'm withdrawing to Sakha. So, fun game. We had cheap facilities. We had Lend-Lease through here. We had bomber transports. We had scorching factories. We had runaway transports. We had rails. We had bloodbath bombers, and technology in a big way. And we will keep the first technology is choice. Second, any tech dice after the first roll reduces down to a 5 or 6. All right, that's correct. 36. Just going to give you a run over of the game. I thought it was really good. That's your base purchase is usually going to be a carrier and a sub and a plane, but you have to have as many destroyers on the board as he has subs, which I do in this arena. Same in that arena over there. Always have to have as many subs as destroyers at least. And of course, this ran out of control, and he tried to keep up and buy the 7 subs, but that was going to be just a game of whack-a-mole that he could not keep up with. Separate the destroyers out, and then I would be able to feast on those destroyers. And it's just going to be a waste of money. $6 exchange for an $8 exchange. And of course, the Axis don't make as much, so it's really inflationary. So each of his submarines costs as much as my destroyers, really, in inflationary terms. And each of his destroyers cost about as much as a plane in inflationary terms, since he's making about 2/3 as much as I am. All right, well, that's Crockett 36's review of the game. He was doing a strong push. We had strong mobility between the Tokyo Express, the bomber transports, the rails. I mean, he was able to get a lot of units out there, but just not able to catch up from the first turn. And I was able to do a lot of asymmetrical warfare, whether it be strat bombing or convoying. All right, that's Crockett 36's review. And I'm just calling base super powered. And that's Crockett's review. Thanks.